Hello, this is me, f.o.o, the O initials. I'm gonna try to look out for a situation, there's a picture of me in the corner, like where the landlord abandoned the property, even the council, because there's been problems, and they say all abandoned land that you're allowed to claim, that people can claim it if it was a farm, that you get a claiming, you gotta put a fence on it and register it. Yeah, and that's if it was a farm, yeah. But if it's land in the city where it's got similar things to abandoned properties like squats, the landlord said it's too much rubbish, this and that, the property is cheap and it will cost more builders, material, who knows? Or where they ruined or they got higher bills and they don't want to go back to the bills, who knows? Okay. Abandoned city, abandoned. So I'm looking up abandonment. Abandoned city houses laws. Yeah, it's like what does follow to the kid to this and that. Sue housing association, start your claim. Is this there are a number of laws and regulations that apply to abandoned houses in the UK, including Section 34 of the Public Health Act. This section can be used to require property owners to remove waste from the area. Section 25 of the Town and Country Planning Act. This section can be used to require property owners to take action to address the property's disrepair. Section building act require owners just to external appearance, empty dwelling management orders. These orders give the council. Let me do a screenshot anyway. These orders give the council the right to possess a property without affecting the owner's right of ownership. Empty dwelling. Community rights to reclaim land. The right allowed the community request that a public body dispose of underused vacant land. So anywhere, like any building site that ain't been nothing, so like bam, you put it to use the building, yeah? Local council building because you need stuff. Could even be building a park, flats, house, shops, schools. Okay, this section is responsible for receiving reports to derelict or abandoned buildings. Local council building control section. Abandoned houses can be a source of conflict between developers because everyone's saying, oh, it's abandoned. It's like free, isn't it? Free abandoned, like you drop some fly tip and they're taking it, but they're arguing between prototype engineers, film set guys, film set, second-hand shops, council to say they're putting in the want child money to put in the, like to give people jobs and do cleaning and stuff. And local residents, conservation, like bringing the abandoned house back to life can be a fulfilling and profitable undertaking because it's free, but it requires time, effort, capital, and does that. Okay, yeah, now here, entering an abandoned building, I got to start this paid. Entering an abandoned building is usually still unlawful because the land is almost invaluable, still owned by someone. Entering a building with so note, if someone lives in the building as well, if the landlord abandoned it, can the tenant claim it? Is it legal to explore abandoned houses in UK? Whilst urban exploration itself is not illegal, it's essential to clarify that the act of exploring abandoned buildings and entering private property without the owner's consent may be considered civil trespass and may lead to legal consequences. Can I take ownership of abandoned house in the UK? Yes, you can claim. Mwah! You can claim a derelict or abandoned house. Claiming an abandoned house allows individuals to become property owners without spending much money. What, painting, filling holes? This is that is the screenshot. Yeah, I'm gonna actually write on it. I'm gonna send it over before they try Sandra Bullock the net. National Security looking for a house, military looking for a bad house to say found by ever.a and they look for a house. They're gonna send hitman tramps to lay down in front. I'm gonna trip up and like because if they abandon the house, they put in burning poison gas or whatever. And then like 55 poison gas holes and then tripping over traps outside. So, wait, the abandoned sidewalk? No, it's being used. 1384. Same guy does the gold plated tin cans. Yeah, this is GPTC for gold plated. Oh no, good plated tin. Can so then like where everybody can do like get the, see if the moment your heart's abandoned like pow, if you can claim that proper The law on adverse possession requires for you to be in factual possession of the property. I'm in. I'm knocking doors. I'm tapping ceilings. Okay. I'm in my house. The law adverse possession requires for you to be in factual possession of the property with the necessary intention to possess it in your own name. Yes, Franklin and Bina to the f.o.o. I would like to claim an abandoned property after the owner. Just answer .co.uk/law. Okay, can council take over abandoned property? However, where properties are left empty long term without good reason, the council, like what your hazard is the house and trying to steal for jumper sale, the council has enforcement powers to clear the property up to standard and in years. Oh, that's actually up my council that I'm under as well. But where have you been with the 55 boys and ghettos? What is the law on empty house UK? An EDMO is an order that, once approved, gives the council the right to possession of your property without affecting your right of ownership. Once the EDMO is made, so a lot of people need to look up about this abandoned house. Can I move into abandoned house in UK? In the United Kingdom, a squatter is someone who inhabits a vacant. I'm no squatter. I'm tenant. That you're trying to turn it to a squat. You abandon your utility billing and anything else that you're legally doing. And how many points of gas holders in light sockets for the set tape? Come on, power station, wherever. In the United Kingdom, a squatter is someone. Check out my home power going off grid. This and that in modern city times from illegal landlords or what, and or like hobos trying to slum landlord and claiming people's house to live in. Like to keep spilling rubbish outside Buckingham Palace, then they expect to steal everything inside. So it's very close to the property line. You understand? Then the moment you go out to sell, then they apply for a job as a military or a cleaner, then say they change the locks and that. Like what? They say you're under arrest. There's other ways and doors in and out, fool. Yeah, like pyramid traps. Abandoned property without measurement of the owner, but you are not tested. You are led to jail. Do not pass go. Stuff. A property owner in the United Kingdom has the legal authority to evict squatters. Exactly. How are you the legal property owner? How long? That's the saying. Is it abandoned? Registered? Does the register look? How long is it before a property is considered abandoned in UK? In most cases, 28 days would be considered sufficient. However, if the tenant cannot be traced and the goods remain unclaimed, you're trying to kill people and hide the body for 28 days with hazardous gas COVID in hospital. Then you're trying to steal. However, the tenant cannot be charged and the goods remain unclaimed. You should allow at least 3 months. The good can then be sold, but the buyer will have good legal title to him. How would the buyer? Where did they get the money to buy it? How did they know? Where did they advertise? Are they involved in the missing tenant? Have you said that they're dead? Did they even live then? Where did stuff come from? Now that who was registered, bills, this, location beacons. About the police station, done the same. You couldn't find superintendent 28 days. You guys walking around, who was you? What you doing? Solving cases? Warrant for arrest? Wandering prisoners? Got change? You got ID and license? ID and badge? Questions. Okay. Can you claim abandoned land in this? That's what I was saying. Yeah, that like where there is abandoned land, like the farm, so that they farmed it all up and like there's no more nutrient. The weather's changed, cost of war, because it's like 3,000 to 5,000 from the acre, 3,000 to 5,000 pound per acre. It's 43,000 foot an acre. If you planted a bag of potatoes and just 20,000 40 cents for £1, that's 20. You're like 15,000 pound up. You know, some people just leave that fight, you know, whatever. But some people try to sell, some people getting stank out, some people, you know. Okay, you can claim land for free in the UK through what is known as adverse possession. Now, bam, screen that. Print out. Okay, this is like adverse possession. Okay. Like, you know, not being honest, yeah. No, it's a honesty pays, crime don't pay. Like, you don't pay the stink out people. When people got a suit, as soon as they get the land back. Like, you run them out, you're thinking this and that. Varmint. Okay, is it possible to claim land that has not been registered to an owner or land that has been left unused for by its owner? Oh, it is possible to claim land that's not been registered. I was just reading one law book I got off Amazon called Concentrate Land Laws about unregistered land. A lot of people need to speak to a lawyer for them and the kids to get a free house or free farm. Free farm to either watch YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. YouTube. What's YouTube gonna bless us, YouTube? Blood. Enable no security where you gotta turn, because the hackers as well, don't you stink people out. And hack, you gotta turn off the Wi-Fi settings. Okay, let's see. Laws of abandoned housing. Search. We try. Okay. I have to. It is how you do a turn on and off. Yeah. They are like, you go down to the data, the usage, and your this and that, and all this stuff comes up. Down to network access. Yeah, through like data usage, like, because they all want to use mobile or Wi-Fi networks, and where you got to turn off app permission, use the camera, the camera, microphone, your phone book, space, like the hobos, they ain't got no this. And if you look anywhere, it's a disabled network. So it's translate. It say the translator says you want a Wi-Fi and broadband, just Wi-Fi. I turn it off. It said disable. Or like saying your YouTube, your email say, you want to use my Wi-Fi, my mobile data Wi-Fi, yeah, or disable. For now, anyway, let's go to YouTube. It's on. So why ain't it loading? You're offline. Okay. YouTube. Okay, well, for now, it's another video on another video on Chrome. So the internet's working, my Google's working. Yeah. On-site derelict house in England, where property has been empty for 2 years, subject to certain exemptions, and authority can seek an empty property dwelling order to bring a note if they're trying to steal people's second houses and be arrested. Yeah, at the end of the day, let's say, how much you have to use the house to this and that. If you're in the house for 2 years, or you bought 4 houses, or you kept on, like, doing them up, or like, you got some Ainsley Harriet cooking going on in Yorkshire, aren't they? Yeah, you're buying and selling ebooks, like they say, they're making 10,000 a month. So in a year, you made 125. Yeah, you're able to more, nah, you can't release them books, you're audio typing, yeah, like, bam. Yeah, maybe you're buying and selling on eBay. Wherever it is, like the banks here, you got this now, you could buy the place outright, or you bought land for the 5,000 and you applied to build on it, yeah, and stuff like that, yeah. It cost 20,000 for half that house, and so that's 40,000 a brick in there. I want to know how legal I can occupy a house abandoned. So anyway, there's a lot of aid out there and that, and it's mainly now onto YouTube to see like what people say as well as reading. How to report neglected property to council, what to about abandoned house next, what to do about law and derelict property, abandoned property laws. So for now, a lot of people know where to go to try to claim their house if it's been abandoned by the landlord. Yeah, and let me just do that now. Open a new Can I claim the house I rent if abandoned by landlord? It's been abandoned by the landlord. Claiming against the landlord, what to claim for? Matrix solicitor, take land to court free the advice. Not about taking the court, can claim the odds that, yeah, but that's a different problem about what kind of a squalor did they try to create and trap people into. Once you put your bag down, the poison gas goes and the light, the windows, what do you call it? Got poison gas too. Things ain't fixed. Like by the time you say, oh, you set it, like say maybe it's dusty. You spent the night and that's when you realize the toilet behind ain't been fixed. Things are refurbished. They done a brand new cell. And when you look closely, it's refurbished. How long have they been using these kind of toilet bottoms? And that's how you dupe them. Like what you always expect to see white. And then the bath, like what did you expect? Like for scratches under the paint. Yeah. And then how would you know that if they've been aerial and magnetizing things to windowsills up drains, and if the new pipes, so like they got a criminal living next door and there that's blowing in poison gas and stuff. How did you know? Okay, if a landlord ends a tenancy based on abandonment, a tenant can appeal the decision in court within 6 months. That's why I asked of the tenancy ending. To win the appeal, the tenant need to prove that they were still living in the property, like bills, this, that, shopping, okay. A valid reason for being away of landlord. That landlord can take, deliveries, running back and forth to the shop. Okay, landlords can take steps to relet a property before getting the possession order to the landlord notice. Landlords should send this and that. Landlord liability. Landlords can be charged with illegal eviction for breach of contract if they prevent the tenant from re-entering. If tenant is wrongfully evicted, they can